나 패드 쓰고 싶은데 어떻게 해야 되지? 패드 연결된 건가?
Ah, it appears we are almost ready to depart. It's a
커스터마이징은
pity
아까
we didn't
아침에
have a bit
했는데
more time to spend on spellcasting. I presume you've been practicing the spells we worked on.
I have, Professor.
Well, I'm quite sure
나는
I've never
분명
seen
예쁜
anyone
금발
take so
역해를 만들고
quickly to a
싶었는데
second-hand wand.
내가 원한
You'll be
대로
a
안
force to be
나왔는데?
reckoned with when you get your own.
Thank you, Professor Fig. I appreciate you working with me before term begins.
뭐야? 텔포했어.
Oh, Eleazar!
George, glad my rather cryptic description of our location did not thwart your finding us.
I've apparated to more vaguely defined destinations than this. Though I confess I may have miscalculated slightly on my first try. Gave quite the fright to some theatre-goers in the West End.
It's been much too long. When I received your owl, I must say I...
Best not speak here, Eleazar.
Of course. Why don't we speak en route to Hogwarts? We have a start-of-term feast and
어쨌든
a sorting
호그와트에
ceremony to
입학을 하게
get
된
to.
것 같죠.
Wonderful idea. As long as your young charge here doesn't mind me tagging along.
Not at all, sir.
근데 해리포터
After
2
you.
Ages since
그렇게
I've been to the
쉽진 않아.
castle. Would be good to see the old pile of rocks.
해리포터 시리즈 때는 맨날 뭐야 말이 로딩 안 된 거 아니지? 나 로딩 안 된 줄 알고 깜짝 놀랐잖아. 아, 흑막인 거야. 좋아요. 드디어 시작되는구나. 너무 하고 싶었어 이 게임. 금붕부금.
Glad I caught you before you left for Scotland.
Just barely.
And who is your travelling companion?
A new student.
New?
Yes, sir. I'm starting school as a fifth year.
5학년으로 입학.
How extraordinary.
It is indeed.
7학년까지 있잖아.
None of the faculty has ever
해리포터는.
heard of anyone being admitted to Hogwarts so late.
Nor have I.
Of course, as the other fifth years will have been honing their magical skills for 4 years now, the headmaster asked if I could get our new student
그러니까
up to
1학년부터 해야
speed
되는
a
거
bit
아닌가?
before
나이가
the term
많아서
begins.
그런가 봐.
Well, you couldn't have asked for a better mentor. Professor Fig is not only an exceptional teacher, he's also a remarkably intuitive and gifted wizard.
Mr. Osric is prone to flattery. I dare say it's one of the reasons he's risen so far at the ministry.
Have you seen this?
I have. Opinions differ as to how great a threat Ranrock really is.
Although I've yet to convince my colleagues at the Ministry, I believe he is a significant threat. And it was your wife, Eleazar, who alerted me to his activities months ago.
Miriam? How?
She wrote to me about Ranrock before she died, wondering what the Ministry knew about his activities. Before I could respond, I received this. It was the last thing she sent me.
지내만 하는
Eleazar.
얘기에 뭐라는지
It
하나도
came to me
이해를
via her
못하겠고.
owl, but with no correspondence. I can only assume
That she had to get rid of
고블린이
it quickly
뭔가
to keep it
흑막인 것
safe.
같죠.
presumably from Ranrock. I
이런
cannot
얘기를
open
그리고
it.
내 앞에서 하는 거야?
Whatever magic protects this is powerful indeed.
It looks like goblin metal. That symbol.
What's that glow?
I don't see a glow.
Nor do I.
이걸 줘도 되는 거야? 나만 보이나 봐. 이제 해리도 막
Beard. How did
그
you...
뱀의 말을 듣고 막 이런 특수기는 이런 뭔가 있었나? 오 뭐야? 뭐라고? 이제 어떻게 무엉이로 변신한 거야? 블레스 쏜다. 동료는 심판치 않은 게 무슨
The key! Give me your hand!
오. 뭐야 귀여워.
Are you alright? You're hurt.
빨피야.
Bit.
많이 다쳤는데?
Take
빨피인데?
this. It's Wiggenweld potion. That stuff will right you in a second.
앞으로 많이 신선이 질 것 같죠? 아, 나 4개나 줬네. 오, 바로 풀피 됐어.
What happened?
Poor George. I can't believe he...
조지 죽었어?
What the hell got into that damn thing? Attacking a carriage mid-air? A typical dragon would never...
Professor? Sir, where are we?
I'm not sure. But that key you discovered was clearly a port key.
Port key?
An item enchanted to bring whoever touches it to a specific place.
뭐 좋아요.
I'm feeling better, sir. If you'd like to look around a bit.
I would. But stay close. We've no idea who created this port key. Or why.
여기 뭐 반짝거리는데 이거 뭐냐? 좀 빨리 갈 수 없어? 아 답답해. 아 물인가봐. 이거 약간 화면 빨리 돌릴 때 그 화면 깨지는 게 있긴 있다.
How far did that port key take us?
Farther from London than the carriage travelled. We're somewhere in the Scottish Highlands.
Sir, those ruins. Do you
The
think...
port key was meant to lead us there. I do. This has not been the day either of us expected. But Miriam sent that port key to George for a reason. And I believe that she, and now George, died in pursuit of whatever it was meant to lead to. If you're sure you're all right and wouldn't mind indulging me, I'd like to have a look around.
Absolutely, sir.
Good. Let's see if we can find a path, however faded it may be.
좋아요. 와 이제 뛸 수 있다.
Mind your step.
Where do you suppose
도르기가
your wife
있네.
got the port key that brought us
점프.
here?
도르기.
A good question. Miriam spent years searching for evidence of a long-forgotten form of ancient magic.
Ancient magic?
Yes, a powerful magic wielded by a rare few that seems to have been
나
lost to
옛날부터
time.
궁금했던 게 해리포터의 전투력은
Hogwarts
뭐로
Castle was
측정되는
built
거야?
by, and is itself a stronghold of that ancient magic. I don't know where she came into possession of the port key,
어,
but I am certain it was to do with that search.
야, 안 오세요.
Ah, there's the path down below.
아, 이쪽이야?
This way.
에이씨, 이게 맞잖아.
But sir, why was your wife searching for evidence of lost magic?
이게
Miriam wanted to
해리포터의
understand why such
그
powerful
마력이나
magic disappeared from the
지능 이런
wizarding
게
world.
정량적으로
Spoke
표현된 게
of the good
아니잖아.
it could do. But
네?
magic is no different than any
분명히
power. What
그 영화 같은 거
really matters
보면은
is the one
전투력에
who
그
wields it.
격차가 있단 말이지.
Is that ice?
빨리 열어.
It's not cold enough here. It appears to be a sort of
없어, 빨리.
enchantment. Someone wanted to block this path. Let's see some of that one work you were practicing. Focus on the center.
오케이, 마법을 쓰나 보네요 이제. 마법 장벽 파괴하기. 어떻게 R2 했는데? R2 맞잖아 이거. 한 번만 눌러야 되는구나. 누르고 있는 게 아니고.
Excellent!
뿅. 오, 좋아요. 누르고 있으면 되는 거. 오케이. 오케이. 싸움이구만. 죽어.
That
됐다.
was a bit rougher than I'd
나 뭐랑 싸우고
expected.
있는 거야 지금?
Your wand work's improving with every cast.
Thank you, sir.
아하, 이렇게 다 부수는 거구나. 부수면은 동전 같은 거 좀 주지. 그 느낌이가 다른데. 먹을 때랑 안 먹을 때.
Up there.
저쪽이야? 무슨 일? 이쪽에도 뭐가 있어요? 아니 아무것도 없어. 어? 상자가 있네. 아싸 돈 먹었다.
We're close now. It's just ahead.
아니 이런 항아리만 보면 부수고 싶어.
Steady yourself. Reparo!
깔끔하게 길 잘 만드시네.
Almost there.
확실히 영국식 영어의 그 발음 느낌이 있다. 여기 이런 데서 느려지는 거 열받네. 빨리 좀 가!
Why would someone have built this here?
I suspect they valued their privacy. That portkey led us here for a reason. Let's have a look around for anything that seems out of place.
주제에 맞지 않는 게 있나? 벽에 뭐가 있네. 미니맵.
Professor, it's a mural of some kind.
Perhaps our host was a noted seer.
얘 덤블도 아니야? 뒤로 쏘기. 노룩샷. 위에 조사하면 되는 거야 이제?
Professor, this statue.
This may have been his home.
너 물 두어. 아니 더 봐야 되나봐. 뭐지? 뭐 어쩌라고. 절로 가라고? 미니맵을 보라는 게 그런 뜻이었구나.
That enchanted crystallized stone again. But what could it be blocking? What's this? Professor Fig!
빨리 와. 얜 또 안 보이는 거 아니야? 나만 보이는 거
How
아니야?
odd. Why would someone have conjured that enchanted stone here?
And how is there a room behind it?
What room? I don't see anything.
There's that glow again, like the glow on the portkey container.
What in Merlin's name?
고블린
Godric's
깨우기.
heart.
그
Where
이상한
are
데로
we?
이동했네.
I don't believe it.
시끄럽게 하면 깨지 않을까?
Hello?
It can't be. Just a moment. Ooh.
원래 이쪽에 직원 아니 손님이 안 오나 봐.
Welcome to Gringotts
아
Wizarding Bank.
그린고츠.
Vault number 12, I presume.
Precisely.
The key?
Your wife's portkey.
Oh, yes, of course.
This way, then.
아이 짤딱 그 잘하네. 척하면 척이네.
Stay close.
After you.
확실히 5학년이라서 뭔가 좀 성인 느낌이 있어가지고.
Keep your hands inside the cards if you don't wish to lose them.
오,
Are there in Green?
어트랙션 타는 느낌.
Hundreds. In fact, you'll see quite a few on our way to vault number 12. As we speak, we're just beneath the main lobby. The vaults you see now are the newest.
오야.
Are private
속사가
entrances
오지네.
to the bank
아,
common?
레이를
Gringo?
굳이 저렇게 왜 돌려놓은 거야?
They are most uncommon. Only one with great wealth or power, or both, could have arranged for such a service. You'll want to take a breath.
A what?
왜 맞으니까?
That waterfall washes away all enchantments. It's a security measure.
Experienced the thief's downfall before, have you?
Heard of it?
These are the lower vaults that we're passing now.
How deep are we going?
Vault number 12 was commissioned
재밌겠다.
shortly
이거
after
타보고 싶다.
Gringotts was founded over 4 centuries ago.
막
It resides in the
사람은
deepest part of the
가만히
bank.
있으니까 승차가
Settle
좋을
in.
것 같아.
We've quite a distance to go.
Vault number.
Vault 12. Momentous day.
On your way.
금고가 진짜 많을 텐데 12번 정도면은 얘가 뭔가 이상한가 봐. 무슨 목소리가 들려. 진짜 악당인가 보다.
Professor, the armband the guard was wearing was glowing.
Like the glow you saw on the portkey container?
No, darker. I saw that same glow on the dragon's collar.
Yeah, what was that?
We were just wondering about that goblin back there.
He watches over the oldest section of the bank. Rare anyone goes there anymore.
약간 뭐가 뒤가 한 게 있는 것 같죠? 12번 정도면은 굉장히 낮은 번호잖아. 막 몇만 번까지 있고 막 그랬었던 것 같은데. 위에 금은부화가 잔뜩 있으면 좋겠다. 시작부터 부자로 게임을 플레이하는 거지. 치트키
A
친 거 마냥.
goblin has been stationed at my desk for hundreds of years. In that time, no one has visited Vault 12 until today.
안에서 털려 있는 거 아니야?
Vault 12.
Thank you for your help.
이게 걸어댕길 때는 뭐 없겠지? 뭐야? 아니 이렇게 뭐가 있는데 걸어다니게 한단 말이야.
What do you suppose we should be looking for?
I'm not sure. Sir, I wonder if you
The
might...
instructions for Vault 12 indicate that I am to grant access to the holder of the key and then close the door.
Wait!
뭐야?
Professor?
That was certainly unexpected. Let me think. There must be something here. Revelio, perhaps?
Revelio?
Yes, a revealing
뭐라기보단
charm.
뭔가 던전
No
느낌이.
time like the present. Let's see what we're missing, shall we? Ready your wand and focus.
아 누구 있어야 돼? 뭐야? 아 이런 느낌이구나 주문 쓰려면.
Revelio. There! I saw something.
Move a
Well,
bit
아까부터
closer
보였는데?
and try again.
A door.
Well, that's a start.
열아.
There's that symbol again. I don't suppose you see a way to...
I do, Professor. That symbol has the same glow as the one I saw in the portkey container.
If what you can see reveals the way forward, then I dare say we are about to discover the secret of this vault. Lead the way.
조사기.
Lumos!
아 루모스는
This is no
What do you
ordinary
want to do?
vault. I suspect we will need to earn our way out of here.
What do you mean, earn our way out? Do you think this is some sort of test?
I do. But to what end, I can't say.
빨리 가보세요.
Stay close. There will be
가서
no
어그로 끌어.
disapparating if things go poorly. Not out of Gringotts.
허그 교수 가까이 있기.
Revelio.
리벨리오.
I see something
Revelio.
up ahead.
What is it?
That glow again, but on the floor.
바닥에 있네. 뭐야 무리 같은 게 나오는데? 리벨리오.
Lumos! What happened?
When I moved towards the glow, it suddenly seemed as if the ground was swirling about.
Are you all right?
Yes, sir, I'm fine.
You seem to have caused the floor to change.
That statue.
어떻게 나아갈지
What
결정하라는데.
statue?
I see some sort of statue, but only as a reflection in the floor.
리벨리오.
I presume this is what you saw reflected in the floor.
It is. The reflection's still there, but the statue's positions don't match. Wait, when you moved, the reflection turned in the direction of the light.
Perhaps you should cast Lumos.
나도 루머스 써야 되나 보네. 뿅. 루머스를 실험하면 R2를 길게 누른 상태로 사용.
Lumos.
Well done.
Now the reflection is turning towards me. It does follow the light.
뭐야, 싸우는 거야?
Look out!
프로 패고.
Accio!
아시도도 붙는.
Levioso! Diposo! Levioso!
아,
Expulso! Diposo! Confringo!
참고로 난이도는 어려웁니다.
Expulso! Levioso! Diposo!
아, 적용력을 강화하라고?
Defendo! Confringo! Diposo!
제 데미지 뭐야?
Levioso! Container! Confringo! Expulso! Levioso! Confringo! Expulso!
와, 뭐야? 아, 이거 왜 이렇게 쓰지?
Confringo! Expulso! Levioso! Expulso!
어?
Levioso!
아, 나 뭐야, 물약 3개 먹었어. 아, 바본가 봐. 그 물약이 이렇게 잘 먹거든. 물약 맛있게 먹었어.
Stay close!
아, 나 물약 하나 먹으면 보통 게임들은 꿀꺽꿀꺽 하니까 그거 있는 줄 알았는데 그딴 거 없고 그냥 3개 다 한 번에 먹어버렸네.
Professor?
갓게임이.
Professor Fig! Professor, where are you? This isn't good. Where am I supposed to go?
빛들이 올라가는 거 보니까 여기로 가는 건가?
The wisps of magic seem to be leading me somewhere.
딴데 갈래. 딴 데 가면은 강제로 가던 길로 보내버리네. 아, 물약 아까워. 아, 이게 연타하는 버릇이 있어가지고 이거 게임 못하는 사람 특이거든.
Oh, that's where they're leading me.
위급하면
That
연타하는 거.
glow again.
이번에 2개다. 어떻게 하더라?
Revelio. I suppose I'm on my own this time. Lumos. I need to align these statues with their reflections.
그거 아니야? 아, 이걸 한 번 해야 되는구나.
It seems I have no choice. I'm going to have to fight my way out of here.
아야. 아. 아이, 개 못하네, 진짜. 아, 길게 누르는 아이씨. 너무 빨리 누르면 안돼 체력이. 빨리 누르. 물약이 없어.
Lumos.
질주가 있네. 비전투 때는 힐해주네. 게임이 그냥 어려운 누구들은 딱 없어.
Revelio.
리벨리우스면 상자도 나오는구나. 그냥 이렇게 찾으러 갈 필요 없이 이걸 써야겠네. 뭐하고 있었어 여태?
There you are.
너 흑막이지?
How did you? What is this place?
I don't know. But I found this floating above that basin.
That is no mere basin. That is a pensive. For viewing
이거는
memories.
해리포터 원작에도 많이 나왔던 거죠. 저거를 저기다
I
뿌리면
wonder.
남의 기억을 볼 수 있는 그런 아이템.
Follow my lead.
아주 이 먹물 내려가는 듯한 은근 그런 거 있고. 네.
All is in place.
뭐야? 지팡이 어떻게
Porky is
집었는
well
거야?
hidden. Perhaps too well. I wonder if the path we've created
얘네가
may be
이걸
impossible to
만들었나 봐.
follow. It wouldn't be
impossible
impossible for one who cannot
뭐라고?
see traces of ancient magic as I can.
your ability to see what
차이스.
others cannot will not be
5대의
enough
힘을 볼 수
personal.
있는 능력이 나한테 있나 보다.
We are entrusting the one who embarks on this path with powerful secrets, with knowledge others will do anything to obtain.
Yes, and if we are correct, Charles, the witch or wizard who completes the trials will have proven themselves worthy of that knowledge and the responsibility that accompanies it.
We've done all that we can.
뭔가 중요한 거를 저기다가 먹은 것 같아.
That's what you're seeing. The glow that surrounded them.
Yes, sir.
Astonishing.
Can I see magic?
Traces of an ancient magic, to be precise. The magic that Miriam had always believed existed, but could never.
죽었어.
Miriam, and perhaps George, died in pursuit of knowledge that has been dormant for centuries. And you, it seems, are the key to understanding why. We were.
It all looks rather different than it did a moment
내
ago.
캐릭터 뭔가 미소 지을 때
Someone's coming.
눈을 안 웃고 입만
Who
웃고
were
있어서
I don't know. But, sir, you shouldn't be in here.
어.
Oh,
고블린이 이러고 오니까 위험이 진짜 1도 없다. 귀여운데?
Seems my reputation precedes me. I was beginning to think no one was ever going to visit Rackham's vault.
And why are you here?
No need for that. Just give me whatever it is you found here and we can let bygones be bygones.
안 믿어.
Sir, they have the key to the vault.
Choose your next words wisely.
I only meant that the instructions to Vault 12 were quite clear. Sir, I must insist. I was to grant access only to one with the key, and you didn't have one.
I have no patience for traitors.
이 정도는 안 죽을 것 같긴 한데.
Now,
아닌가?
where were we?
I'm not giving you anything.
Well, perhaps your young friend here will be more helpful.
사라져버렸어. 우와. 이게 실수한다. 대박, 계약하네. 빨리 이 템을 타서 저로 가자. 뭐하고 있어? 빨리 안 오네. 아, 그분도 그건 아니네.
Are you all right?
Fine, sir.
I've never seen so powerful a goblin. He seemed wholly unaffected by my magic.
Where are we?
그 신문에 나왔던 고블린이랑 비슷하는가 봐.
It can't be. It seems those who set up the pensive, the locket, and the path to both wanted someone with your ability to end up here.
호그와트 왔나 봐.
Come. We have a sorting ceremony
진짜
to get to.
왔네. 오. 아, 이 부금도 또 근본 부금이죠. 얘들 저렇게 무식하고 편하게 오는데 나만 이게 뭐야? 아, 웅장해진다. 호그와트 레거시. 지금까지는 튜토리얼이었고요. 가슴이 웅장해진다.
Oh, good. We haven't missed the sorting ceremony.
바로
I'm no
기숙사부터
expert,
정하나
but
보네.
that seems more
오.
appropriate. Now, I need to study this locket as soon as I can, but first I must
노복으로
contact the
바꿔줬어.
ministry. They need to know what happened to George and be warned of Ranrock. For the moment, I ask that you keep all that's happened this evening between you and me.
Of course, sir.
Thank you. Ready for the sorting ceremony?
어디 낼까? 너무 궁금하다. 내가 고를 수 있는 건가? 아니면 뭔가 질문을 하다 보면은 안 돼! 나 있어!
Phineas, Nigellus, black.
피니어스 나이젤러스
Prepare
블랙?
yourself
블랙이면
to meet
시리우스 블랙의
the headmaster.
가문인가 본데?
Fig, nice of you to join us.
교장이야?
The sorting ceremony's over.
아 방금 끝났잖아. 유도리가 없어.
Complications?
It seems the goblin problem has...
Enough. Goblins. I've no time for rumors, Fig, and I'm rapidly losing whatever patience I had left. If you're lucky, we might still be able to get you sorted this evening.
I'll be in touch.
좋아요. 이렇게 해가지고 호그와트 그 자주 보던데 거기 왔네요. 그 밥 먹으러 오는데.
Professor Weasley, we've one more to be sorted.
Welcome. You're just in time. Have a seat.
자 어디 될까? 너무 궁금하다. 이 모자는 예전에도 있었구나.
Ah, yes. A bit older than the others, aren't you? You come here with preferences and preconceptions. Certain expectations.
어서 탐험하고 싶어.
I'm looking forward to exploring Hogwarts and the world beyond the castle and grounds.
Indeed. Much can be gleaned by having an adventurous spirit, but your professors have a great deal to teach you as well. I wonder... I detect something in you. A certain sense of... what is it?
신이 야망 대담함 야망. 야망하면은 저 거시게 되나? 그 슬리데린가나? 호기심?
A desire to learn? I do enjoy a good puzzle, and I believe I have a ready mind.
호기심 하면은 플라우프가나?
You're clever indeed. You have the ability to reflect clearly on that which puzzles others. And you've a ready mind, quick to learn. Perhaps you belong in Ravenclaw.
레번클로. 나 레번클로야? 근데 질문 2개로 정하는 거야 겨우? 좋아요. 레번클로 나쁘지 않아.
You belong in Ravenclaw.
레번클로가 파란 색깔인가?
Oh, and one
레번클로를
more
해보고
thing.
싶었던 게
Due to the unfortunate
이제
injury
해리포터
on the pitch
영화에서
in last
이제
spring's final, this year's Quidditch season has been
퀴디치
cancelled.
안 만들어가지고 이렇게 그리핀도르랑 슬리데린 많이 나온
Enough. It's
플라우프는
not
또
as though
옛날에
I've
해리포터
banned
게임할 때
flying
플라우프를 했단
altogether,
말이야.
but
그래서 이번에 레번클로 좀
don't
해보고
tempt
싶었어요.
me. You are here to focus on your academic futures.
개인적으로 사실
I'm sure you will have plenty
그리핀도르만
to do
아니었으면
before
다
classes begin
상관없었어.
tomorrow.
그리핀도르는 너무
I
노잼일 것 같아.
said, I'm sure you all have plenty to do before classes begin tomorrow.
아, 교장이 너무 야박하네.
Quite an entrance. It's lovely to meet you. I'm...
Professor Weasley, would you be so kind as to show our new student to their common room?
I shall see to it, sir.
위즐리야 교수가.
As I was saying, I'm Professor Weasley. Please.
넌 위즐리 엄마인가?
Nice to meet you as well, Professor.
엄마까지는 아니어도 한
As deputy
할머니쯤 되나?
headmistress, it is my distinct honor to show you to your common room. Right this way.
좋아요. 약간 맥도나걸 교수랑 비슷한 포지션인 것 같은데?
It's quite uncommon for a student to begin as a fifth year. Might be a bit of a challenge. but one I'm sure you're up for.
I am, Professor.
This is the entrance to the Ravenclaw Common Room. You must solve a riddle to enter. I won't be of much help, I'm afraid. This sort of thing has always confounded me.
뭔데? 능지가 있어야 되는구나. 기본적으로 지식을 탐구하는 그 기숙사여서.
Or the poltergeist.
요령이랑 폴더가이스트라고.
A non-being can never have been.
유령이야? 뭐야, 내가 맞추는 게 아니야.
Well done. Now, go on in and get some sleep. You have a big day ahead of you tomorrow. I shall be back in the morning to collect you for your first class.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
You're welcome. I hope you enjoy your first night at Hogwarts. Sleep well.
5학년 입학생이라고 막 데리러 와주네. 좋아요. 자, 그럼 수업 들으러 가나?
Looks like everyone's gone. Better head to the
레이븐클로가
common room.
사실 레이븐클로라 그랬었나? 그랬던 것 같은데. 나무 위키에서 본 것 같은데. 학교 안에서 마법 쓰면 안 되는 거 아니야? 근데?
Revelio.
이건 뭐야? 룸메도 없나봐. 휴게실 여기가 아닌가 본데. 아, 맞네.
All right. Deep breath. Just have to wait for the right moment.
여기야?
Must be different. Starting Hogwarts in the 5th year.
넌 뭐세요?
Why, hello. Would you like to take a look?
아미 타카르?
Can't see too much in the day.
약간 인도 사람
Well,
같은데?
except for stars like Sirius, Canopus, Vega, and
다른
Arcturus.
같은 게?
I'm Amit. Pleasure to have you in Ravenclaw. Never met someone who's been so close to a dragon before.
Can't say I recommend it, frankly. It's nice to meet you, Amit. I take it you like astronomy.
Oh, yes. So much to be learned from the stars. Also, there's something about the open air and night sky above the tower. It's invigorating. You will adore astronomy. Professor Shaw is incredibly knowledgeable.
난 별을 관찰한 적이 없는데?
I'm afraid I'm not much for memorizing constellations. Enough to worry about on the ground.
Well, you should know that all fifth years must take astronomy. However, I think you will feel differently after one night up on the tower. A quality telescope can show you things you never dreamed of.
I suppose I'll see you in class then.
Yes. Oh, and speaking of class, better get to my first one of the year. Nothing like the smell of fresh parchment, is there? Be seeing you!
공부를 굉장히 좋아하는 친구인 것 같고 약간 네임드급 그 학생들이 있나봐. 쟤는 그 중에 하나인가 보네. 사과 하나 먹어주고. 뭐야, 쟤 하나야? 아민 머시기? 이것도 한 바퀴 돌려주고.
This should be interesting.
에버렛 클럽턴.
One moment. Watch this.
Ugh! What is this? Someone threw a dung bomb. Let's get out of here.
That wasn't quite the reaction I wanted.
그러니까 너무.
Oh well.
What did you hope would happen?
I suppose I hoped it would lighten the mood. Ravenclaws can be a bit on edge the first day of class. I'm Everett, by the way.
가뿐싸네.
You seem downright calm next to some of these characters. And you survived a rather harrowing trip here.
어떻게 하는 거야? 첫날이 기다려줘.
I'm glad to be here, ready for classes to start.
Good. Glad to hear it. Truly, there's no reason to be nervous. Most professors are firm but fair. I mean, not all of the tricks I play are as simple as a tossed dung bomb, and I'm still here.
Wait, did you say most professors are firm but fair?
Ha! I did. But probably best I let you judge for yourself.
아닌 사람이 몇
I
명
do
있을 수
tend to
있다.
push their limits. I should wander off before someone traces that dung bomb back to me. Nice meeting you.
You too, Everett.
Don't bomb back to me. 얘도 네임드인가 보네. 근데 네임드 캐릭터들이 왜 다 남캐야?
New fifth year. Wonder where they're from. Can't imagine it's gone this late.
인기인이네, 인기인이야.
Revelio.
리벨리오. 사만다에게 자기소개하기. 왜 이래. 이러지 마. 사만다 누군데? 얘야?
That's not right
I
either.
think owls make very good pets. You can't snuggle up to them the way you can with a cat.
I want him to be in the perfect place. A place he'll be happy with. But I can't seem to find it. Great golden gobstones! I want him to thrive here.
Golden gobstones.
My own little expression. I bought this Dittany seedling from home and I so want him to feel cozy. Dittany is amazing, isn't it? So much healing power in such a little plant. I've a bit of a thing for plants, as you can see. Pleased to meet you. I'm Samantha.
Nice to meet you, Samantha. Is Dittany used in Wiggenweld potion?
It is. Looks like someone's been studying up on their
그게
potion
뭐야?
making.
Actually,
모르는데?
Professor Fig told me about
위즈웰드
Wiggenweld
뭐야?
potion.
그 물약?
Of course.
그거 다
I
썼는데
heard you
빨리
were studying
만들어야
with him
돼.
before term. He's an enigma, Fig. Teaches about theory, yet seems to know a lot about practical magic.
Professor Fig does know a great deal about different forms of magic.
많이
Well, I hope
배웠으니까
he told
그래도
you about more
띄워줘야지.
than Wiggenweld. You've lots to catch up on, I'm sure.
식물
An
좋아하니?
affinity for herbology is more typical of a Hufflepuff than a Ravenclaw, isn't it?
Ordinarily, perhaps, but it runs in my family. We've a full plot of these little fellows back home. I suppose you could say herbology is in my roots.
Is it common practice for students to grow their own ingredients?
Oh, yes. In fact, our herbology teacher, Professor Garlick, encourages it.
갈릭.
And I don't think Professor Sharp, our potions
재배하기라서
master, cares where you
갈릭인가?
get your ingredients, as long as your brews are all perfect.
It was nice to meet you, Samantha. Good luck with your Dittany.
Thank you. And good luck to you too on your first day.
주인공 목소리에 약간 동굴 목소리가 나는 거지.
Hey there, new Ravenclaw. Professor Weasley is
밖에서
looking for you just
위즐리 소리
outside.
만나세요.
You'd best not keep her waiting.
오케이. 여기 있네?
Good morning. I trust you're ready for your first day at Hogwarts?
I've been dreaming of this day for a long time. Can't believe I'm here.
Well, you are here. Make the most of it. You only have
어째
one
신고
first day
캔들인데?
at Hogwarts. Now, in light of your unique situation, joining us as a fifth year, you'll need to catch up with your classmates and not fall behind. Especially as you'll be expected to complete your OWLs at the end of the year.
모든 수업
Owls?
Yes, your ordinary wizarding level
등급
exams.
다
They
써야
will
되는 거.
determine what type of career you can have when you leave here. After much discussion with the headmaster and the Department of Magical Education at the Ministry, we've devised something extraordinary to ensure your success. Here you are.
What is it?
It is a wizard's field guide. It will help you to keep track of what you are learning so that you master all that's expected of a fifth year. You would be wise to take full advantage of this exceptionally valuable resource.
좋네.
Thank you, Professor, but what do you mean it will keep track of what I'm learning?
Perhaps seeing it in action will answer any questions you may have. Walk with me and we shall put it to the test. This way. The guide will give you opportunities to practice your magic and educate yourself about wizarding lore.
일단 돌아가는 건 다 돌리고 보는구나. 아, 너무 빠르세요.
I certainly would have appreciated something like the field guide when I was a student.
난 없어도 될 것 같아. 너무 천천히 걸어.
Why don't you cast Revelio on this bust and see what details the field guide can provide?
오. 필드 가이드 챌린지. 오. 아, 이런 거를 모아서 경험치 올리라고? 리벨리오는 진짜 엄청 열심히 써야겠다.
Keep your eyes open for more opportunities like that, inside and outside of the castle.
진짜 시도 때도 없이 리벨리오 써야 될 듯.
No time to waste. You've classes to attend.
여기 상자 같은 거 있어. 아, 좀 기다려 보세요. 뭔데 이게? 아이씨, 저거 좀 해보고 싶다, 야. 이 안에 뭐가 있는데? 못 먹네.
Ah, good timing. Perfect opportunity to show you how to use flue flames to get around a bit quicker. Your field
이거로
guide
순간이동할
contains
수
a
있나
map of
봐.
the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall.
뭐 가루 같은 거 뿌려가지고 이동하는 거 그건가 보네. 중앙 계단을 선택하세요. 이런 게 된다.
And here we are. Quite the time saver. These stairs lead directly to Central Hall.
Revelio.
You can get almost anywhere in the castle quickly from Central Hall.
그렇구만. 여기로 다 이어지나 보네.
Always something happening here. It's the heart of the hive. Our King's Cross station, so to speak.
If anyone needs help with an essay or something, I don't know.
That should be all for now. You'll be expected to
마법
attend
수업이랑
both Charms
마법 방어술.
and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes today. And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
What will I learn in Charms class?
Exactly what you might expect. Spells, charms, jinxes, all terribly useful. I think you will enjoy Professor Ronan. He's a clever and entertaining wizard and a talented teacher.
Can you tell me more about the Defense Against the Dark Arts class?
Defense Against the Dark Arts, as the name implies, focuses on how to defend oneself against the evils that lurk beyond these walls. A mastery of Defense Against the Dark Arts
오라.
is required for those
나
who
오라 되고
aspire
싶다.
to become
이름
warriors.
멋있잖아, 오라.
Fortunately, we are lucky to have the ever-gifted Professor Heckert in charge of our students' education in
오라가
that
뭐야?
regard.
오라 하고 싶어.
Can you tell me more about the Defense
Against the Dark Arts, as the name... Fortunately, we are lucky to...
You mentioned Hogsmeade, Professor.
Hogsmeade is
호그와트
the
유명한
only
거잖아.
all-wizarding village in Britain,
거기 막
and
지팡이
is home to
팔잖아.
an array of shops and pubs.
그 뭐야,
You should be able to
버터맥주도
find
팔고.
all of the school supplies you require in Hogsmeade. You will also, I imagine, enjoy many a butterbeer there
유명하죠,
with friends in
버터맥주.
due course.
호그스미드를 어떻게
Professor
모를 수가 있지?
A lot to absorb on your first day, and you have much to learn. Happily, your professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you outside of class. You'll be up to speed in no time.
추가 과제?
Judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the basics.
He did.
근데 원래
He's
맛을
been terribly
마법 막
vague
쓰면 안 되지
as to the
않아?
events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that awful dragon attack. My suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the castle.
그런 일 없었어요.
I'm sorry, Professor, but I'm afraid that's all there is to it.
피그가 말하지 말라 그랬으니까.
Almost precisely what
말하지
Professor
맙시다.
Fig said.
얘가 흑막일지도
Speak
모르잖아.
of the devil, Professor Fig. Your ears must have been burning.
Oh?
Yes. You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
Ah, I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece. Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it
딴거
chose
샀으면
us.
어차피 공격은
Very
당했을
well.
거다.
Enough chit-chat. I need to get to
근데
class
우리를
myself.
공격했다기보단 그
Might I rely on
열쇠를
you,
노린 것
Professor Fig, to
같았어서
explain the details of the field guide's map?
얘네가 잘못한 게 아니라 그 통통한 아저씨 죽은 아저씨 걔가 잘못했다.
Good luck today. And remember to use your field guide. It will be invaluable to you. And invaluable to me, as I'll be using it to keep up to date on your progress.
Yes, Professor.
Come and
Yes,
find me
Professor.
in my classroom after you've attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned. And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
립싱크가 맞춰져 있는데 립싱크가 완벽하게 맞지 않아서 살짝 애매모호한 그런 립싱크. 뭐야? 이거 피드백이 없지?
Revelio.
I think Madame Kagawa's brother Quidditch.
아니 이거 영역 안에 안 돌아가면 어떻게 되는데?
Revelio.
안 들어가 봐야지. 어쩔 건데 안 들어가면. 아, 야박하네. 바로 게임 오버 시켜버리네. 아, 정말.
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today, before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you masterfully evade Professor Weasley's interrogation regarding our late arrival?
그러셨나 보네요.
I did my best.
난 너무 거짓말하는 거에
I'm fairly certain she suspects we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides, and so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map? Unfold it and have a look.
지도 어떻게 피더라? 지도를 열 수 있습니다. 주요 퀘스트 2개 있네.
The map is enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Now, sounds like you've quite a day ahead, what with classes
할
and
게
a trip to
많구만.
Hogsmeade for supplies,
지팡이도
including
사야
your
되고
own
손도
wand.
들어야 되고
You'll enjoy Mr.
호그스미드도 가야
Ollivander.
되고
He's an exceptional craftsman
거시기
and a
뭐냐
good friend.
또 추가
I
과제도
shall
해야
reach
되고
out when I have more information about our mysterious locket. For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able
시험도
to
보나,
master
나중에?
within these walls.
좋아요. 호그와트
Revelio.
마법같이.
Off on another adventure, are we?
풀로 잡아주고 어떻게 이동하니? 아 이렇게.
Revelio.
왜 안에 상자 있는데 이거 어떻게 먹는 거야? 계열받네. 먹을 수가 없네. 뭐야? 도비다. 자물쇠 레벨 1이 필요하네.
Revelio.
아이번 분수. 이런 것 때문에 계속 꾸준히 쓰면서 다닐 수밖에 없어. 열어. 뭐야 이 자식. 뭔데? 어쩌라고? 어떻게 하라고? 뭐야? 모아달라면서 뭐 아무것도 리액션이 없어. 아 자물쇠 계열받네.
If Hogwarts survives the reign of this headmaster, I think we should have a...
뭐야? 야 열려 이 자식아. 왜 안 열리는 거야 이건 또. 열어 이씨.
Revelio.
미니맵상에 뭔가 있는데. 너무 높게 올라왔네?
Revelio. What are you up to now?
온 김에 저것도 찍어놓고. 뭐 이상한 소리가 나.
Revelio.
수업 들으러 갑시다. Let's go.
Is that all you've got?
Levioso!
Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces in your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean
실생은
black
매년
skull.
들어오지만 두개골은
It was
하나다.
a token from the great poacher raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge. To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care
윙가디움
to
레비오사랑
remember.
다른 거야?
Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
전투력 만렙인가봐. 레비오스를 써봅시다.
Levioso.
근데 왜 윙가디움 레비오사라고 안 하고 레비오소야? 너무 길어서 잘랐나 보다.
Now, let's try
매번
something a little larger.
윙가디움 레비오사 이러면 너무 길잖아. 아 하래.
Let us begin with the basic cast.
뿅뿅 아야.
See how the dummy deflected your cast? This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember,
레비오소를
a surprised
방어를 뚫을
opponent is a
수
weak
있다.
opponent. As Master Pruitt, so now the basic cast. Well done.
얼마나 해야 돼?
Very good, but the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel, using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
좋아요. 일단 한번 막아.
This should be easy.
Stupid.
Good scoring.
I know.
Lucky.
Nothing lucky about it.
It can't be your first duel.
I do enjoy lively
샷!
Not bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
I put you on the spot, and you rose
아,
to the challenge.
레번클로 플러스
Points
1점.
to Ravenclaw.
10점인가?
Thank you, Professor Hecat. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we
나
can
그
expect great
오란가?
things from you.
오론가? 그거 하고 싶어.
I demand
할수
excellence
있는
from
건가?
my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So,
얘
I'd
뭘 아나
advise you to
본데?
keep practicing
고블린이랑
whenever
싸운
you
걸 어떻게
can.
알지?
Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again,
Sallow.
well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional
오르마.
assignments.
좋아요.
All right.
너가
That's
셀로우니?
enough
야,
spectacle.
일로 와봐.
I'd hate to face Professor Hecat in a duel.
이렇게 덤벼봐. 나랑 한판 뜨자.
Always thought Levioso was for first years. Not anymore.
뭐야? 이런 애가 있었어? 아, 나 얘 저거 할 걸. 그리핀도르 할 걸. 약간 이런 말강량의 캐릭터랑 저기 하고 싶었는데.
I'm not much for dueling.
레몬클로 애들 별로 재미없어. 아, 그리핀도르 할 걸.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice. It felt more like I was dueling an expert. Sebastian Sallow, by the way. Didn't
뭐야?
expect a new student to be so deft
슬리데린인데
with
왜
a
걔가
wand.
착해?
Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
아니, 없어.
In fact, it was. Perhaps I have a knack for it.
Be coy if you like, but I know better. Magic requires intention and talent. You know, you might be a
오,
perfect fit for a
비공식 비밀
certain
결투 클럽.
exclusive, unsanctioned
재밌겠는데?
dueling organization.
재밌는데?
Exclusive and unsanctioned. Count me in.
Excellent. Knew I was right about you. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining a secret dueling club or sneaking into the restricted
원래
section of the
주인공들은
library,
이런 거를
you just have
어겨야지.
to be clever
뭔가 할
enough
수 있잖아.
not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Pleasure chatting
그
with you.
해리도 맨날
I'm
점수
sure I'll
맨날
see you soon.
깎아먹었어.
Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned. We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck or
얘네
actual
잡고 경험치
skill.
좀 먹어야겠다.
Look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower entrance.
루칸,
you're interested.
브레틀비. 나 이런 거 이름 잘 못 외워. 특히 서양
next
이름은
time.
너무 못 외우는데. 좋아요. 재밌는 거 있네. 챌린지 메뉴에서 이용할 수 있는 미술형 보상이 있다. 뭐 아까 장갑 줬는데? 벌써 이렇게 전설 장갑을 얻어도 되는 거야? 뭐야, 능력이 없어. 그냥 꾸미기인가봐. 에이, 별거 없네.
Revelio.
일단은 한동안은 좀 걸어 다닙시다. 걸어 다니면서 해야 될 게 많으니까 빠른 이동보다는 걸어 다니는 걸 좀 선호를 하는 게 좋을 것 같아. 얘네 왜 바닥에 앉아 있냐?
Revelio.
이쪽이야? 뭐야, 어디야?
Revelio.
여기 상자가 있다고 뜨는데 지금 높이가 다른 건가? 뭐야? 뭐니? 뭐야 이게? 변기가 너무 더러워.
Revelio. Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
가자.
Professor Roman tends to go on a bit. We sometimes have to remind him to finish the lesson. My older
Some of
brothers
us
were all
don't
sorted into
necessarily
Ravenclaw.
want him to get back to the
Terribly
lesson.
accomplished now. I'll never be able to.
And then the werewolf.
왜 맵에는 상자가 표시되는데?
And by the end of it, the Minister for Magic was Albert Boot.
No, it wasn't.
Oh, what fun! I won't say my goodbyes. I shall cheer for the boy who says you're telling
I'm
lies.
not telling lies, Peeves.
근데 진짜 넓다. 맵이 왜 이렇게 크냐?
Right, it's a bold attack. Was the minister a boot or the minister?
이게 킹크널든가? 여긴가 보네. 여기가 뭐였지? 마법술이었나? 마법
Behind
방어술인가 보다.
There is an open seat here. Thank you. Hello, I am Nettie.
뭐야, 이름이
So
일본인
you are the
같은데?
new student.
아닌데 근데?
Have
그
you met
흑인이네.
Professor
아,
Ron?
약간 저 아프리카 쪽 이름인가 보다.
Shall we begin?
아, 여기가 방어술인가?
Welcome to year 5 of charms. Now, this will be a
아닌데,
crucial
여기
year
마법술인데.
in your education on the art of charm work. But I am confident that we will take hold with a passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone? I am afraid it is too late to study now. My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing obliviate on one another.
헤르미온느 같은 애가 없네.
Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm? Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
아시오.
Akio.
아키오라 그러는데 근데 아시오가 아니라?
That is not bad.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice.
아 얘가
Keep at
여기
it.
수석인가 본데?
You might just rival Miss Onai here.
오
Very good,
자신만만한
everyone.
표정.
That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me.
아 야외 수업한다고?
I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree. So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right?
오 역시 전공인답게 깔끔하게 잘 만든다.
So why don't we have our newest student start us off?
맨날 나부터야. 어쩌라고?
Very simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres and relinquish your charm at the last. Splendid! Now, think not to worry.
아하, 너무 셌구나.
That's it!
오케이, 알았어. 지금.
Very good!
아니야?
Very good! Points to Ravenclaw. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge?
나는 이거 어떻게 하는지 방금 알았는데. 자식이.
You'll be the blues just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red.
오케이.
Clear?
Yes, sir.
안 되지 나한테.
Lisa.
There we go.
내 턴. 지금. 하. 봤어? 봤냐?
Excellent.
Let us see this.
아유 그렇게 하면 안 되지. 되네. 오. 좀 치네. 이거 쳐버려. 각도 재가지고. 아깝네.
Brilliant.
딱 하려고 그랬는데 나. 아니 이거 퍼펙 아니면 못 이기잖아.
Remarkable.
떨어질 뻔. 하! 나의 승리. 너가 수석이냐? 그 자리 나한테 줘.
Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
I think we are well past interesting at this
이런
point.
식으로.
I'll say.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it. This round settles it all.
Watch this.
어씨 각 잡고 하는데?
That is how it's done.
아 띠껍네 이거. 아이!
Splendid!
30이야? 아씨.
Let us see this.
가운데 당겨야겠다. 오케이 됐어. 아 뭐야? 뭐 저래? 떨어졌어. 오케이 됐어.
I thought I had that.
내 거 50 됐는데 갑자기? 제가 밀어줬나 본데?
Not exactly your typical lesson. Not that I mind.
아!
Stay focused.
Here we go.
아 너무 셌다. 딱 중간에서 멈춰야 딱 좋은데. 너도 가.
Oh no.
됐다?
Well done.
내가 이겼다. 또 이지하구만.
Very good, both of you. Well done.
레번클로 1점.
Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
Good game back there. I must admit, I think I underestimated you. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
That's good to hear. It's a lot to take in all at once.
To put it
아 이런
lightly,
의미였어? 이런 의미로 얘기한 게
I
아닌데.
remember how I felt when I first arrived. I transferred here from Wagadu.
난 내가
just
잘
before my
적응하고
fourth
있는
year.
거를
My
알아준다고
mother
해서
received an
고맙다
offer
그런
to
건데.
teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left
아,
Uganda
무간다야?
and were halfway around the world
와칸다야?
at a new school in a new country.
Is Wagadu much bigger than Hogwarts?
Wagadu School of Magic is the largest wizarding school
아
in
그래?
the world.
호그와트
So
찌랭이었네.
yes, bigger than Hogwarts. But it never seemed intimidating or overwhelming to me. It always felt like home.
Is Wagadu a castle like Hogwarts?
Its address is Mountains of the Moon.
여기
It
갈 일
is not so
있나?
much a castle as a beautiful edifice carved out of the mountainside. I remember the first time I saw it, the mist was so thick I could hardly make out anything at all. And then it just materialized before me, this enormous school that seemed to be floating in midair.
그렇구만.
This may seem an odd question, but is magic the same there as it is here?
Mostly, yes. But I did have to learn how to use a wand when I arrived here. Hardly anyone at Wagadu uses one.
대단하네.
You can cast spells without a wand.
Oh, yes. I find wandless magic to be much more instinctive. Not to mention quite convenient
지팡이를
if one
쓰는
is
이유가
without
뭐야?
a wand. I must admit, however, that I am growing quite fond of using a wand. It seems very dramatic.
dramatic.
It's nice to learn about another wizarding school.
Thank you for asking. I do miss Wagadu, but I'm glad to be here at Hogwarts. Ah, I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting. Until next time.
교수? 왜?
Of course. You can if you would. If you're so inclined.
Well, you'd be using it on clothing, to be precise.
After my brother learned the summoning charm, it was constant Accio this, Accio that, cutlery flying everywhere. Quite unsafe, really.
블룸이 귀엽다.
Leviosa.
안 땡겨지는데?
Revelio.
Professor Ronan reminds me of my grandfather. Loads of wisdom.
You wanted to speak with me, Professor?
I did. I trust your first charms lesson lived up to
아, 얘
expectations.
딱 실력 보니까
Well,
이제
an outdoor competition wasn't
너
exactly
혹시
the lesson
대학원생
I was
하지 않을래?
expecting, sir.
이거지.
What charm is there in the expected? You did well,
마음에
managing
들었나
to
봐.
best as gifted a student as Miss Onai.
Thank you, Professor. I enjoyed the match.
Miss
오나이 뭐
Onai
그거
is always a
클럽이더만.
fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now,
뭐야,
Professor
남자친구
Weasley
있나 봐.
has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
좋아요. 와, 이거 또 깼다. 자물쇠 빨리 열고 싶다. 근데 레벨업을 하면은 뭘 할 수 있는 거야? 이게 뭐야? 재능이 아직 안 열린 건가? 이게 열려야지 뭐가 나오나 보다.
Hello. How was your first day coming along?
Hello, Samantha. Nice to see you again.
I wondered how your first day was going. You certainly seem to hold your own in charms.
그렇게 어렵지 않던데?
Thank you, but it really wasn't all that challenging.
My brother William would tell you not to be so humble and to trust your abilities. Then again, he tends to be a bit overconfident in his. Well, better see to my charms homework. I find Professor Ronan's lessons a bit more challenging than you do.
그렇다고 하네요.
Revelio. You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented blue.
누가 발명했다고? 그래? 근데 상자가 보이는데 상자가 없어. 이제 뭐 해야 되냐? 반가워 위즐리. 피그 교수의 용. 글씨가 너무 굴림체인데? 글씨를 되게 똑바로 잘 쓰신다, 블랙 교수.
Revelio.
근데 책을 이렇게 쌓아놓을 거면은 보지도 않을 거잖아. 이거 왜 이렇게 해놓은 거야? 바로 바로 털어 놓기. 아, 이렇게 쌓아놓으면 이제 어차피 보지도 않는데. 뭐야 얘? 누구세요? 여기 왜 오셨어요? 아이 진짜 열 수 있는 게 없네.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
일단 여기까지 하고 저녁 먹고 와서 이어서 해야겠다. 아 되게 너무 재밌어. 더 하고 싶다. 하루는 왜 이렇게 짧은 거야? 하루 왜 24시간밖에 없는 거야? 자, 이어서 가서 합시다. 뭐야 이 고양이는? 겁나 귀엽다. 갸르릉 하네.
I wonder how many secret passages Hogwarts actually has.
이 상자가 표시가 이상하게 돼 있네.
Find my way out for hours.
자, 여기서 저장하고. 다음에 이어서 합시다.